Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for staying and supporting my talk on this very interesting topic. It's an honor to be able to participate in this Congress, and congratulations to Eurovent on its 5th anniversary in UAE. So I'm going to talk about the Abu Dhabi demand-side management strategy, and with some focus and emphasis on what we're doing at the moment on building retrofits and our new developed efficient cooling program, which is under planning at the moment. So at DOE, our guiding principles stem from our founding father, the late Sheikh Zayed bin Sultan Al Nahyan, and the sustainable legacy that he established. So one of his most famous quotes reads like this: "With God's will, we shall continue to work to protect our environment and our wildlife, as did our forefathers before us. It is our duty, and if we fail, our children rightly will reproach us for squandering an essential part of their inheritance and of our heritage." So the Abu Dhabi Department of Energy was established in accordance with Law number 11 of 2018 to enhance the energy sector and keep pace with global developments in this sector, and to implement various programs, initiatives, and projects with the mission of achieving a sustainable society in the Emirate of Abu Dhabi. Our mission is to develop and implement strategic plans for a future-proof sustainable energy sector in Abu Dhabi, and to govern the Emirate's energy sector in accordance with international best practices and standards. We operate across 7 sectors: renewable energy, oil and gas, electricity, water, wastewater, and district cooling. As of today, in Abu Dhabi, the vast majority of the electricity and water demand is met by cogeneration facilities, which are fed by gas turbines. And we have adopted a single buyer model through the Emirates Water and Electricity Company, with the objective to achieving the least procurement cost possible and ensure cost effectiveness of delivering electricity and water. Over the last 5 years, we have seen significant changes in the energy mix in Abu Dhabi, with the introduction of the Baraka nuclear power plant, which is still under construction, and the installation of some of the largest solar PV plants in the world, and also the introduction of energy efficiency programs and strategies. The DOE is tasked with developing strategic initiatives that diversify and secure energy sources for economic, environmental, and social sustainability. These include the implementation of programs designed to reduce and conserve energy and water consumption, and this increased efficiency will in turn deliver economic benefits to Abu Dhabi and its residents. To this end, the DOE has developed a comprehensive demand-side management and energy rationalization strategy for 2030, and this strategy is aligned with the Emirates' strategies and the relevant UAE national strategies. So the DSM strategy for 2030 has 3 main objectives: conserving the Emirates' resources by rationalizing consumption and raising energy efficiency, enhancing energy security by reducing dependence on external natural gas, and conservation of the environment by reducing greenhouse gas emissions and conserving water. We have 2 main targets of this DSM strategy: to reduce electricity consumption by 22% by 2030, and reduce water consumption by 32% by 2030 from the 2013 baseline on a business-as-usual scenario. We have 9 programs which are owned and delivered by different government entities in Abu Dhabi. So for the Department of Municipalities and Transport, DMT, they are responsible for building regulations through the Estidama PEL rating system, and the street lighting, which is targeting the replacement of luminaires in public realm and streets with LEDs. Then we have QCC, which is responsible in coordination with the Ministry of Infrastructure and Advanced Technology on standards and labels, which is relevant for this conference. EWEC is responsible for energy storage and demand response programs. The DOE is also developing or implementing a district cooling program. which will be enhanced by an efficient cooling program, which I'll talk a little bit about later. The distribution companies in Abu Dhabi and Al Ain are responsible for the water use and reuse program to optimize water consumption in all different sectors. And last but not least is the building retrofits program, which is jointly developed by DOE and Abu Dhabi Energy Services, ADES. So just to put things into perspective, in Abu Dhabi, we have done a lot of work since 2008, primarily through the Executive Affairs Authority and in collaboration with other government entities. So this is the context at the moment and the situation in Abu Dhabi. There is a huge potential to reduce energy consumption through implementing different DSM initiatives in the cooling sector. We have estimated more than 3 terawatt-hours of electricity could be saved, representing 16% of the DSM target of the 2030 strategy. In terms of where is the electricity being used, is primarily in rooftop chillers in buildings, and district cooling contributes to about 11%. One of the key findings that keeps popping up is the fact that AC systems are oversight, as you all well know, and this is something we will be discussing in tomorrow's workshop as well. Coming to the building retrofits program, we are leading by example as a government entity. We have developed a project, or a pilot project, which was the first EPC contract in Abu Dhabi in 2018, where we implemented several ECMs and WCMs, and this is just some examples. And that included some innovative solutions, like the Arctic Master for DX units and the chiller evaporative cooling membranes. The project has been in commissioning and operation stage for 2 years, and we are consistently achieving more than 30 to 35% of electricity savings. And this has been verified by an independent evaluator as well. In terms of what you can expect to see in the near future, we are planning to update the DSM strategy over the next year or so, and to enhance our district cooling program into an efficient cooling program to address the challenges that we are all familiar with in terms of the cooling sector and the different end users in the residential, commercial, industrial sectors. So these are some of the DSM initiatives that we're starting to consult with the government entities and with the private sector in terms of the MEPS enforcement to be reviewed and enhanced, to enhance the building and air conditioning system design standards, and this is something we will be discussing tomorrow in the workshop. We want to enable further local testing capabilities, improve the HVAC technicians' capacity through QCC certification schemes, and enhance awareness through behavioral change initiatives, and even explore other innovative solutions like cooling as a service and refrigerants management strategy, which is quite important. So we're looking forward to discussing some of these initiatives tomorrow in the workshop. Thank you very much.